Alright, what's happening, party people? Um, welcome to Dujanah. This was a game recommended by Risen, as a lot of them are. He is really good. Yeah, Dujanah. Yeah, what's going on, dude? Um, so, Risen, you're really good at finding, like, interesting little indie games. So, Uh, visually speaking, I was really intrigued by this game. I watched the trailer for it, and then I looked at the Wikipedia article just to see, like, okay, how weird is this gonna get? Is there gonna be anything I'm gonna need to censor at any point? You know, just for terms of service and stuff. But this game sounds fascinating. This is the screen it opened up on, so I just decided to leave it as is. We'll see, as abstract as it gets. Hell yeah. Alright. Ready. Press play on tape. I just like type. Oh. Okay. Huh? Oh, it just. Oh, cool. It changed ratio. Awesome. Uh. Lots of bright lights and colors. Okay. Good to know. Hang on, I need to resize this. Because it decided to change aspect ratio in the middle. Okay. Can I just do like...
Hello, my name's Jack. I'm the developer of the game. I'd like to take this opportunity to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for playing. Now, this video at the beginning is randomised. Aye, randomised, and you're only going to get it once. And you are actually quite lucky because in this one I'm doing now, I'm going to tell you the meaning, the underlying meaning of the whole game. So, close your ears if you don't want to hear. The underlying theme of the whole game is catharsis. Aye, catharsis. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's get on with the game, shall we?
Alright, what's going on, Arrow? So I guess now what's happening, party people? Welcome to Dujanah? Alright. So that was apparently Jack the developer. And according to Jack, one ending. We only get, there's multiple endings, but you only get each ending once? And Risen, thank you for letting me know bright lights and colors. I'm doing all right. Apparently, there's going to be a hurricane hitting my area tomorrow, so after this, I'm probably going to the gym. Then I'm gonna run to the store, and when I get home, I'm probably gonna fill up the bathtub just so we have water. All right. Oh, is this like a? Hang on. That's arrow keys was to move, X or space to interact, escape or E for menu, gamepad supported. Well, I'm already here, so. Yeah? Ashna. Mama? Your hamster is dead. Yeah? Dujanah. So the little bit that I did see from the Wikipedia article is that Dujanah, the title of the game, is the main character. This is the most I know about the game from what the internet has told me. It's about a Muslim woman in an occupied territory. That is all I know. So we are playing as Dujanah, and I guess this is a child, Ashna? Our child, Ashna? Here seems a fine sight. How's this different than where we were before? Also, if you live in a one-story building, it's advisable to make sure the bathtub is empty. So that's fair. Yeah. I've heard conflicting things. I'll keep that in mind. It's not to say, oh, it's tough to get good information about what to do during, like, storm season, but, like, I grew up with conflicting information from, you know, hearing about, oh, here's what you're supposed to do. You know, scientists say this, and it's like, oh, well, my grandparents did this, old wives' tales, you know, about, because when I was a kid, I don't know if it's just the stupid, the stupidity of people around me, but, like, I had heard from scientists that, like, in an earthquake or in a storm, like when things are collapsing, it's advisable to stand in a doorway, you know, in a doorway. But then I also heard from just people in my life, authority figures when I was a kid, that it's like, oh, you don't want to do that because it will collapse or something. I will double check some, you know, actual meteorologist, people whose job it is to understand storms and weather, and see what. Oh yeah, 100%. Here seems like a fine site. What do you think, Ashna? A good spot for Kaya's last resting place. A good spot. Papa? Will we be with him again? Will those that loved be brought back together? I don't know for sure his plan for the creatures, sweetest. I believe we are the ones being tested here, not the animals. So I have a feeling we shall meet with Kaya again in time. Oh, are we burying the hamster? See, we can spend our whole lives looking for answers only to realize that we sometimes have to make our own. Will Kaya be an angel, Papa? Oh yeah, there's some, like, sometimes, the one that gets me, like, he's super popular, and I want to believe, I believe that Neil deGrasse Tyson understands a lot of things that he's talking about, but people ask him, his specialization is, like, space, right? And so, like, I'll believe whatever he has to say about, like, what's beyond our planet, like, beyond our atmosphere in space and stuff. I'll believe whatever he has to say about that, because that's his specialty. But I see people, yeah, like a tell-all. Because, like, people ask him generalized questions about just some science stuff, and he'll always preface it with, you know, well, I'm not XYZ scientist, you know? Like, somebody asked him about dreams and stuff. He's like, well, I'm not a neurologist or a somnologist. You know, I don't specialize in that. But I guess, you know, I have a friend that is, and here's what she has to say. Like, here's some things just I've heard from real professionals, but ask professionals, you know? which I think is really funny. I read that all angels are made from trembling shafts of light and with no free will. The more I learn about science and philosophy, the more it seems that we are all angels. Uh-oh.
What's the deduction?
Oh god, this is voice acted.
Male adult unknown activity. Other individual present, likely a minor. Inference. Illicit conduct. I'd say so. Scare shot. I'm sorry, have we a problem? And also.
Was our husband and daughter just bombed? Yeah. Again, he's just super popular and interviews really well. Oh god. It's gonna be one of those kinds of games, huh? Oh. Mama, it hurts. I keep telling myself it's just a matter of sensation. I can't hide from it, though. It blots out the sun. Will they ever return? It's almost been a week now. I'm sure there's a simple explanation, and they'll turn up soon enough. Mama, in my mind I have lost them and found them 1,000 times over. How much longer? Perhaps Ted has seen something. Maybe he can lend you the keys to his old oil mining mech. Perhaps. You're going to need the keys from Ted. Are you Ted? Dujanah, we've all been very worried. Is there anything I can do to help? Hey Ted, I'm pulling my hair out here. Would it be possible to borrow Duck? Yes, of course, of course. Take the keys. Take them for as long as you need. I had a pretty good weekend. Hung out in my friend Kitty's stream on Sunday, played D&D on Saturday. Yeah, it's always a conflict because it's either like, oh, I had a really restful weekend, you know, had a really cozy weekend in and was able to rest, or it's like, oh, I was doing stuff and I'm tired. Yeah. Wait. Boo bada boo bob. Biddy biddy bum boom bum bum biddy bada boom. First of all, this looks like a Star Wars robot. Oh. Hello, prison. Yeah, this came out in 2017, I think, is what I read. So this game is 7 years old. Oh boy. It's always nice to find the limits and boundaries of a world. Huh? What? Oh, okay. I need to... 2017 was 7 years ago. All right. So I imagine, given the premise of the game, we're just wandering looking for our husband and daughter, and I don't think we're gonna find them. Mm-hmm. I was looking up a lot of the unknown games on my list for people who didn't see in the Discord server. I posted a big list of all of the games I have planned for right now. This isn't even all of them, I suppose, is a good way of putting it. But yeah, like games that I've played that I want to play on stream, recommended games, and first playthroughs. I was looking up a lot of the first playthroughs and recommended games, things I haven't played before. And I was trying to find something that would just be a nice one-stream game. And, like, I was at howlongtobeat.com, and this game supposedly clocks in at anywhere from 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3.5 hours is a rough estimate of what I saw. On the short end, it's like 245-ish. But I'm usually bad at video games. Whenever it, like, all the Fears to Fathom games is always like, oh, this will only take 2 hours. Took me 3 hours. Oh, this is 45 minutes. Takes me an hour and a half. So Dujanah should be a pretty successful game for one stream. Okay, no. I'm stupid. Given the... Is there any way to move faster? I don't think so. No, let me go over there. Oh, I'm stuck. Um. Uh. Uh. Uh-oh. Um. Uh. Oh my god. Um. Ah, fuck. Alright. God damn it. This is what I'm talking about. It said, oh, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I managed to just waste half an hour. Yeah, I guess. Ashina, your hamster is dead. Every time! Not here, Papa. Okay. So... we are walking east. Just, I guess, relatively, if we consider north up and south down. We are walking east, so when we get the keys to Duck, we should go east. Exactly, alright. I managed to just get stuck. Give me the keys. Okay, now hang on. We had mission objectives. Find your loved ones, get the keys from Duck. Places to go. The village of Tuflagel. Mque Hotchkins Generation Plant. The village of Bosepes. The caves of Amnahir. Militarized zone. People to see. Colonel Dajjal. Okay. They're on sale on PC. I have Beyond Two Souls. I've got Detroit. They're just included with PlayStation Plus. I have a physical copy of Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit up on this shelf somewhere. Probably that looks like the PS2 games right there. Oh fuck, I forgot about those games. I also want to play those games on stream at some point. I got a lot of games to fucking play. To the west, the desert continues. The intervening forces are stationed to the south. To the north and the east, you get to the world map. So I went west, which is just the one spot that has nothing. Yeah, I mean, I'm already paying for the subscription, so... I should really play more of those games. Alright, so, my family was walking to the east. So let's go east. I thought there was... There we go. Oh. Oh, that controls terribly. Oh, I hate that. Ah. Use PlayStation Plus for online, or you just do the retro catalog? I don't play a lot of... I don't particularly like playing online games. If I were, I would play them on PC probably at this point. But yeah, I like they get like free games every month. You get a retro catalog, you get a larger so I've been really excited for the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver Remastered Collection coming out, like Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered Collection. Coming out next month. Also next month, or maybe it was later this month, the Blood Omen games, which I prefer over Soul Reaver, but it's all part of the same, like, storyline. It's all part of the same series. The Blood Omen games are coming to PlayStation Plus. Blood Omen 1 and 2. Which, I mean, I have them physically for PlayStation and PlayStation 2, but, like, no. Yeah. Huh? Okay. The Spider-Man deposits some sperm onto a small web and picks it up at the end of his pedipalps. Advertise yourself with communicative chemicals? Huh? I saw blame the left and blame the government. What? What the fuck is happening? A cold unwelcome to the caves of Amna here to you. I do hope you won't be staying long and that you have an unpleasant time. PS3 emulation has been killing it. A powerful enough rig for it. Nice. I still have all of my PlayStations. So, you know, if I can get a game physically, I do prefer that. Fire. Oh no, it's the smelly girl again. Please don't kill us. Yeah, please don't kill us, please. Shut up, Dulwat. It's the smelly girl again. Please don't kill us. Huh? I'm gonna follow the fire. Ping pong. We are training for war. Are you trying to put me off my game? Huh? Ah, smelly girly, yuck. Look here, Spider Boss. My husband and daughter have gone missing, and I have a suspicion that you know something about it. Maybe know something, maybe know nothing at all. Maybe you do something for Spider Boss and we can find out if Spider Boss knows something or not. Beauty and horror. I've heard incredible things about Midnight Gospel. It's one of those things of like, oh, cool. This cool, unique thing got canceled after one season. What else is new? What? What do you want me to do? If Mama dies first, will we get a new Mama? What? What did you just say? We have many legs and many eyes. Air hisses through our shells. But there is something Spider Boss does not have. Tell me, what do you want from me? We have cut limbs and shed skin. We have fed mothers their infants. We raise our heads for them to be severed. But still there is one thing Spider Boss does not have. What's that then? Spider Boss wants very much 3 arcade tokens from the Two Flagelle arcade. Many of the minions have tried, but they all come back empty-handed. Ooh, blimey, Spider Boss wants 3 arcade tokens so much it hurts Spider Boss. 3 arcade tokens. Well, I'll see what I can do. Yes, 3. Then Spider Boss tells Dujanah what we know. I really appreciate when creatives are allowed just to completely let loose. When creatives are just allowed to, like, I don't know how much oversight there was for Midnight Gospel. You can walk through the wall on my left. On your left. Nuh-uh. That's your right, idiot. That was my left. Alright, well, we have a mission objective. 3 arcade tokens. Nope. I don't know where... I don't know where this arcade is, though, is the thing. Oh, this controls like shit. Game saved. Must have been friends with the bulldozer in college. How many shows has it taken? Oh. That certainly is. That's certainly a United States, United Kingdom flag. Interesting. It would be great if all work was automated, then the flesh ones could pursue their true desires. Those automatons really give me the willies. The one I'll always cry about is Venture Brothers Season 8 was halfway through development. From what I understand, everything was written, recorded, and they were working on principal animation, and then Season 8 got axed. They had to take, but they were given a movie to do their finale. So, Season 8 of like 10 episodes had to get smushed down to an hour and a half. And so Venture Brothers is like my favorite show ever. It's like my favorite. It's I love it. I love Venture Brothers, but I'm lucky I have it all physically because at this point, seasons 1, 2, and 3 are available on Netflix. The finale movie is on Max, and that's it. That's it. Season 4, 5, 6, and 7 I cannot find anywhere online. Maybe like on Amazon Prime where it's like, oh, you can buy an episode for like $3 each. Huh? But yeah, I love Venture Brothers. It's just really hard to recommend to people because it started in like 2002, 2003. So a lot of the humor in the first 2 or 3 seasons is really like, oh, that's not, that's not PC anymore, that kind of stuff. But it builds such a fascinating world. And I mean, they own up to it, There is an episode where they're, say something they're not supposed to say, and a character's like, can't say that. Don't say that. You ever think that perhaps we are part of the problem? Nah, I think the Earth itself is making the CO2 levels freakishly rise. Haha, yeah, let's blame volcanoes. Fucking volcanoes. Yeah, volcanoes. That's global warming. These mechs are really impractical and are always breaking down, but try telling Mr. Hodgkins that. Oh, we need to talk to Mr. Hodgkins. I am a blowtorch lighting a gas stove, which in turn lights a candle. I can't remember being the match. Final season had to wrap up the story in 6 episodes. due to gay marriage cancellation. Then they were given a movie they said was the finale. Then they were given an epilogue series, and they were given half the episode. Oh my god. Yeah, Steven Universe Future. I mean, at least Steven Universe was popular enough to, like, keep getting drip-fed new content. You know, Owl House was also just absolutely shafted for queer representation. They were shafted because of queer representation. It was like, you know, they were main character girl kissed a girl, and all of a sudden it's like, your third season, try 3 45-minute long episodes, which were amazing. I love Owl House, but it 100% got shafted. And there's no talk of a season 4 or a movie or something, you know, for more content, even though it's such a good show. Should rewatch the Owl House. I felt really inspired from Owl House. I wanted to make stuff after watching that. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This soundtrack kind of goes hard, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this soundtrack. That's a nice clipboard you have there. It would be a shame if someone copied something on it. Alright. What happens if I control V now? Did that idiot just control C me? I do wish there was a run button. All of us walking around, I do wish there was a run button. From what I hear, the main person behind this essentially weaponized Teen Titans Go to drop the rating to the show she didn't have the authority to cancel. I'm not surprised. I have heard so many stories, not just for Cartoon Network, but at Warner Brothers Discovery in general, like the larger market, like talking about Teen Titans. I can't remember the name of this executive, but there was a guy that was put in charge of, I think he was one of the guys that started the New 52 and then Rebirth. He hated the Teen Titans. So he just absolute character assassination on all of them. Like, that's why Cyborg became a part of the Justice League and stuff. He just tore the Titans apart because he hated sidekicks. That Omque dude freaks me the hell out. Oh, that looks like a comma. Like I comma here. I hear he's using the body of a disabled child as a host? Wouldn't put it past him, sicko. I hear he's jacked up on the bad drugs. I hear he uses this power plant to support his sick obsession with death. I hear he's a jazz enthusiast. So we are at Amque Hodgkin's generation plant, and we need to talk to Hodgkins. You are deformed. We go in there? How on earth am I meant to fix this? Just put it back together, idiot. Would not be surprised. Under this earth, 200 frozen bodies. Excuse me? I prepare my lessons each night, and every morning my classroom is empty. Welcome to the West's relationship with education, I guess. Bloody machines coming up here, speaking our language. Bloody machines taking our jobs. They should piss off back to where they came from. These flesh ones, they're cute when they're babies. Where's Amque Hotchkins? We've become the tools of our tools. You see me, I be work. You see me do me dirt. Is he just singing a little song to himself to pass the time? Where is Amque? There was a movement to make all vehicles self-driving. There came to be a point where moral resolutions had to be made over when the vehicle should kill the passenger over a number of pedestrians. She was canned, the damage was done. Believe OKKO, We Bear Bears were casualties of the Teen Titans Go saturation. Thankfully, she got pushed back, and she tried to forcibly limit another show again. I'm gonna be real. After watching the OKKO pilot, oh, hang on. The cat's awake, and he wants in. After watching the pilot for OKKO, I think the show that it became is so fucking sad. That show could have been so good. I'm sorry to any OKKO fans out there, but you got robbed. Watch the pilot. The pilot's like 1,000,000 times better. Hi. Okay. I'm gonna play the game now. Squiggly. That's how I would describe this soundtrack. That was squiggly. Oh, don't hit my microphone, please. Elevator. Random noise jutsu go. Nah, that's squiggly. That's squiggly as hell. You kidding me? That's like acid sludge rock and roll. This robot body in life is difficult to attain, but now has been but now has been attained. Makers thought we are difficult to assemble, but are now assembled. If we do not use this precious case to help ourselves, till when shall we wait to save ourselves? E&J Quartzy got so much pushback. If it wasn't for Rebecca Sugar and some of the Adventure Time writers, I mean, aren't Ian and Rebecca married? Like, Ian's spouse having like a super successful show on Cartoon Network probably helped a lot. Not to say that Ian's work doesn't like speak for itself, because like, didn't he also do Craig of the Creek? And people like that one. I don't know. All of this is legitimately past my time with Cartoon Network. I saw I saw 2 episodes of OKKO, and then watched the pilot episode, and I'm like, oh, it could have been good. I see the vision, and I wish the original idea for OKKO had gone through. Buddy, you are so wildly in the way. They hoped the maybe suicide was just a phase. All the connections were still there. The neurological, the trillions of corridors, the cells instinct, all were paused in a sliver of a moment. Hell yeah. Good for Craig of the Creek. No. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Alright, 2 doors to go through. Let's try this first door. We all have the mind of our maker. A small robot projects images of Amque Hodgkins, the owner of the generation plant. That's Hodgkins? Locked. Through the window you can see the outline of a dozen or so mechanical figures. Some are holding bottles of methylated spirits, some holding pliers at their jugular pneumatic tubes. An almost tangible tension. Didn't want to make slop? Oh boy, unspoken prejudices? God forbid an incredible artist make incredible work. You seen this shit, little man? Cartoon Network is dying. Can you believe that? Can you imagine living in a world without Cartoon Network? Oh my god, I can't wait for Disney to buy up all of the Warner Brother assets when they go bankrupt. Last generation, the clouds started to change. Our patient shrugs off the guilt. Look, I'm just looking for like a guy. In the 2020s, scores and scores entered a maybe death. Their bodies were forced into a chemically induced static state, which many relatives and ex-lovers saw as suicide. A maybe suicide. Huh? Never let me end. Unlike you, I know what I was before this. I was a person terrified of death. Or was I? When asked, my response is, I think I'm a consciousness ported from aging flesh. Maybe this is how I have been told to respond. Oh, that's a terrifying idea. Hey, what's this button do? One has entered a reverential place. Maker Amque's interactions have been minimal this past decade, particularly with flesh bodies. Working on something with the Amphibia creator, which I haven't seen, but I'm willing to give a shot. I've heard Amphibia's hit and miss. It's one of those ones where, like, it builds up to, like, the same cool world building and the same cool storytelling as, like, Owl House and Gravity Falls, but sometimes it falls really short in having, Amphibia falls really short in having, like, really bare bones, simple, like, bottle episodes. Like, every kid show will end up having a sharing episode. I've had this conversation with Patches, and that's how Patches describes it. Every kid show will end up having a sharing episode, you know, where 2 characters disagree and then they have to work together or they have to communicate, you know, they have to bridge this gap. And the short of it can be called a sharing episode with, you know, whether it's sharing space, sharing time, sharing a literal item. And from what I understand, Amphibia's sharing episode borderline, like, insults its audience with being mundanely simple and annoying. Like, again, I haven't seen it. This is all secondhand. But the Amphibia sharing episode from, like, season 1, I guess, is really bad. Oh.
I suppose the subject of death and dying is something that for most people try to keep away from. What does death and inform us about the nature of consciousness. Yes, this is one of the questions of our time. We have to accept death even though we are scared fucking stiff. And our culture does everything to preserve that. One might think that cultures that don't talk about dying are more greedy and self-centered. I am kept in a constant state of near death. Cardiac arrest, no brain functions, the being of light that I move towards, corridor. If I go further, I die. The verb to flash. My life flashing, light flashes, neurons convulsing. Then I'm back here with no return journey. Has this got anything to do with dying? Or is it just a construct of the brain? Well, let's look at dying. The dying process starts with premonitions. You get information that you are going to die before the diagnosis. A feeling, a dream, a change of behavior, a change in the way you breathe. There is information out there that your death is close. Well, you get your diagnosis, and then what? I want you to think about yourself. What is going to happen to you that moment, when it really hits home that you're going to die soon? You're going to be fearfully afraid, and you will not want to go. Why? Because you are so attached to your daughter, to your husband, to the career opportunities you are missing, to the world in fact. And it is this attachment which is going to mark your progress through dying itself. 2-3 weeks before your death, you may have visions of first-degree relatives who have died. They are welcoming, supportive, and helpful. They might even come into the room and sit on your bed. They are comforting. It is rare to see angels. Then you go on to the next phase. This is what everyone must know and understand. You go into a different reality. You go into a different reality. If you're going to die conscious, which everyone should persuade their doctors to do, then you have a much better chance of visiting this new reality. It is much like the place of near death. Light, dead relatives, love, support, really pleasant. One of 2 studies shows that about 90% of people dying of cancer go into this area. Now you come to your first hurdle. You have seen, on the one hand, what you have been told is where you may be going. But, on the other hand, you just don't want to go. You have a choice, dear listener. Use your knowledge of the choice to learn to die well. Give everything up at this hurdle. Obviously all your ambitions, but those very close relationships too, because if you don't, you will be held back by these people as the dying process. It is a question of giving up, giving up, giving up, giving up. Not everyone manages it, and they have a terribly difficult time, because there is this pull. You then go into a new level of consciousness, non-dual consciousness. You don't have to be dying to go into it, but if you are dying, and doing it properly, then you will go into non-dual consciousness. You become a part of the universe. You will lose a lot of the characteristics you had as an individual. You lose your narrative self, that part that talks to you all the time. You become supremely happy, and you are just in the present, nothing else, no fear of what is coming. You are just there. You're now, in fact, not you. You're now part of a universal being, and this will go on until you actually die. I am in this state. I don't mind the dying process. I'm already part of what is. I am part of the universe.
Cool, that does not help me at all, buddy. That did not help me at all. One has entered a referential place. Hey, Amquay, what the fuck, dude? I really hope this is going... Oh my god. The original adventure. You gotta pick up keys and you find the Easter egg with the first credits ever in a video game. Alright, I think this is where we blue screened before. Well, that's like a little guy. Oh. Now there's gravity. That crying could stop any time. I guess I should, Oh, it won't let me pause to save it. Okay, no, we're just here. Okay. Well, fuck. What was the point of that? What was the point of that? Do we ever go in here? Maker programs them as they move along the conveyor belt. They gain an awareness of death and an instinct to come to terms with it. Upon entering the room above, they are told to self-immolate. They are here to help us learn how to die well. Okay. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. What? What? What do you want from me, little man? What? You want up again? You want up again? Come here. Yeah, hi. Hi, baby. Come on. Let's get the fuck out of here. I hate it here. What a terrible place. Oh, where are we now? Okay, this is the village of Busapez. Okay. I hear your uncle is out in the desert filming again. He's got a screw loose. The man is shaking with rage. He clings to his chair and grinds his teeth. He can barely contain it. Things have been getting worse and worse for a while now. He thinks if only there was some way to look inside. Okay. Buttons. I don't know why you came here.
There's sometimes called the deep problem, which is that consciousness.
Okay. Sure. A dream. At 600 meters, the pressure obfuscates her hearing. At 900, her ears pop and she gets the feeling that her hearing is clearer than it had ever been. At 906 meters, she forgets about it. I'll give you the biggest present you've ever had, so big you won't know what to do with it. I'll give you the sea. Yes, I'll wrap my arms around your legs and become your tail. You beg my pardon? I hate the sea. What's this line about? I couldn't see it. I saw it. I couldn't see it. I saw it. I saw it, but I don't think it looked like... I saw it. I saw it, but I don't think it looked like... bloody eggs. The generation plant had an explosion a few years ago. Everyone from Busapez went out and watched the sky. The smoke was colors like oil and water. A few of my friends got caught in the blast, and I was here thanking my lucky stars it wasn't me. Since then, I've had this mighty, mighty fear of death. I hope they find a cure for it in my lifetime. Ah, that's me in there. Okay. I've suffered from seizures since I was born, but when I got into my teens, they got real bad. Preach. I didn't really have many friends at schools because of it. I understand. I forgive them. It's not their burden to bear. Then the doctors got me Dolly here. He's an incredible dog. He can smell when I'm about to have one of my episodes, and he gives my sleeve a little tug so that I can sit down somewhere and I won't bang my head. He's getting old now. I'll miss him when he's gone. He's a good friend. Joan would come home from the dances. She'd say, "Can I give you a wee hug and warm up?" She'd get into bed, and I'd brace myself for the cold. Sandra was the exact opposite. She'd come home from the dances and burn you with her cigarettes so you'd budge and she could steal your warm spot. For whatever reason, Dad would chose her more than the others for beatings. Not sure if that explains her behavior. Why did I come here? The sisters, Colonel Dujanah. Let me talk to the rest of the people out here, I suppose. My husband turned into a spider. Typical. How about Tuesday? No? Wednesday. Oh, wait, I can't do Wednesday. It'll have to be the next week then. I love the sea. Let's run into that worm, I guess. At high school, the beast was a little too apathetic to pleasure or excite. At high school, the beast was a little too apathetic to pleasure or excitement as a result of excessive indulgence. Demand a ride on the Desert Dragon. Hello? I hate how this fucking motorcycle drives. Are you kidding me? We are in the village of Tuflagel, which I believe is where the arcade is? Don't you find walking in circles makes you very ill? Oh no, it helps me think. It's my day off, and I like thinking in my spare time. What have you chosen to think about? Well, I remember reading about a particular performance of a Shakespearean play. It may have been Othello, I'm not sure. One of the actors tripped over a prop during a murder scene, and the audience laughed uproariously. They stripped the scene of all pathos, as you can imagine. The writer cogitated madly on the inexplicable rudeness he had just witnessed, and then concluded, with a hint of sadness, how it is true that the audience ultimately seeks to be entertained. It is their nature. Therefore, they will find entertainment even if it is in improper places. As with all quotes in books, none can prove their worth until they bear some direct resemblance with the present. This is usually when you're actually living and not holding a book, of course. Unless you are reading a book on inspirational reading, that is. I must have read this bit about the rude audience 2 years ago, and yesterday it found its way back to me as I was taking a moment to think fondly of the boy who sleeps on the floor in the room next to mine. He has nice eyes. It feels nice to privately and deeply care about someone. As nice and as good for our well-being as having a bowl of warm soup on a cold day. But I have a fiancé. This is in fact the very reason I am here, for I'm earning money to help pay for our honeymoon. We're going to Vienna. But oh, I forget this sometimes. The boy who sleeps on the floor next door is so kind to me. I once described to him through gestures how it is hot where I come from, and thereafter, he would cut out pictures of sunny destinations from newspapers and stick them to the fridge. He pointed to them and made a roof with his hands. Home, I think he said to me. I haven't the heart to convey to him that is nothing like Hawaii. It occurred to me then that as I gazed out of the window, like a privileged Victorian adolescent, that perhaps I was like this audience. Although instead of being here to be entertained, I am here to love. I will find love in improper places, if I must, because it's my nature. It's something hopelessly out of my control. I cannot bear to imagine what my husband would do if he knew of my fondness for others. There are hideous consequences in my country for adultery. But why do I feel like I am getting away with a crime I have not committed? I do not feel like an adulterer. I'm not doing anyone any harm. I love my fiancé, too. He has a nice laugh. Sometimes I think that people are as possessive and as paranoid about love as money. Individuals strive to have it at all, yet there is inconceivably enough to go around for everyone. I don't know. Maybe that's my communist ancestry speaking. But how can I help it? I also read once that to be able to love well is a skill something that people are not graced with at birth. And as I was watching the boy cut out yet another line of girls in hula skirts, I thought of this quote, and of how much I wanted to emulate his skill of loving well. It was as if I was watching a virtuoso violinist, and desperate to start learning myself. Because I am unspeakably touched and happy in these temporary moments. When he presents me with a jagged cutout, and I stick it to the fridge using what magnets we have left, usually a cat of some kind. And in these moments, I want to do is hold him close to me, in a warm and generous embrace that is abnormal in its duration. Oh well, I suppose it doesn't matter to anyone but me. And as my mother always said, especially when times were bad, as long as we don't speak a truth, it still has the possibility of being untrue. So, as long as it remains between you and me, it needn't be true at all. I shall continue to privately feel love for the boy who sleeps on the floor next door, and I shall return to my husband to openly love him then on. I wonder if I am alone in my thinking. I will never know, of course. Oh well. We are the sisters. You may have heard of us. People come to us. Beat, beat, beat. The heart is wrinkled. People come to us with their sobbing grievances. Shall we say, we listen. Beat, beat, beat. The military kill children who throw stones. Perhaps you would like us to soothe your grievances with the military stationed at the south of the desert. It is something we can do. Who is going to help with the homework if you aren't around? Come back to us once you have located the military. Bring a wound to a knife fight. Live, blighted girl. Is the machine stopping?
Will I be denied? There's the one thing. There's the one thing. We all are mirrors. There's the one thing. I'm not here to entertain straight people. I'm not here to entertain straight people. Resist. Born with secrets.
Hell yeah. Welcome to Top Flagell. His t-shirt says, let's try our best again tomorrow. This is definitely one of the most unique games I've ever played. I would highly recommend people check this game out. As said at the beginning from the creator Jack, it's got different endings, so whatever you're watching now could be different from what you get. When I enter a car, I don't think of car crashes. When I find my seat on the plane until I disembark, the fear of disaster. That's true. The canvas is blank. Well, almost blank. There's a smell of turpentine and an idea that there was once an oil painting. Dujanah remembered something her husband had said after they took an installation down and repainted the walls of the gallery white. In this room is a no longer functioning artwork. They always seemed to be out of step when they visited the gallery. Sometimes, Dujanah would stay at one piece whilst he was already on to the next room. Sometimes it was the opposite. The gallery was often an unpleasant experience. We went to see a performance artist once, before Ashna was born. The audience stood expectantly. I remember the gallery had glossy gray floor tiles. The performer started off almost like a children's show host, who would make a gesture then yell, "Hip hip hooray." That was all she would say. That was all she said, "Hip hip hooray." Then she got out some props, a bowl of flour, a balloon, and a violin bow. Each time she brought out something, hip hip hooray, she cradled the balloon and danced, hip, hip, hooray. Then she threw the balloon in the air and whisked out of the bowl of flour, stopping to catch the balloon and repeating until the flour was on the floor. Hip hip, hooray. She got more and more frenetic. She played an invisible violin, standing on a chair, really screaming her line over and over. Then she sat down and softly rocked the balloon, gently stroking would-be hair from an imaginary face. Very quietly. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. I looked at my husband and saw tears in his eyes. Dujanah remembered their first real argument was at the exhibition opening. On all the walls of the gallery were shopping lists the artist had collected from a year living in London. The artist had visited supermarkets in her local area, and shoppers had donated their lists to her. There was a really positive feeling in the gallery, which Dujanah didn't feel a part of. Her husband seemed to be spending hours studying the list. He even seemed to find some funny. This annoyed her. How could someone find a shopping list funny? I think it would be good if we could add our own list, Dujanah commented. He looked at her in disdain and called her a fucking idiot. Don't you understand a fucking thing? Oh, excuse me? This is where we started the game. Excuse me?
Nobody asks because we don't want the answer. This is how things work now in modern Britain.
Sick, I'm looking for the arcade. They're like arcade tokens? He wears a t-shirt stating, "You don't deserve anything in life." Why on earth would anyone dress a cat up like a rabbit? I don't know. Some ways to assist delivery. Ventures, a little suction on the baby's head. When the baby is distressed or the mother exhausted, there will be a large red swelling on baby's head, but you will be given a knitted hat. Small cut to the vagina, forceps. If you are fully diluted, very painful, so you need an epidural of morphine C-section. Okay. Hey, I need tokens. My mate for a month adopted the meditational practice of visualizing his loved ones as skeletons and putrefying corpses. It really let him live in the moment and get an understanding of our flickering transience. A year on, he still can't bring himself to fucking his wife. Okay. Play Cities of the Doomed? Okay. Do I need to get the high score? Well, we're almost halfway there. I guess we can just wait until we get the high score and then see what happens. I also don't know if there's any way to actually leave this until that happens. Oh, shit. We're protecting the villages down there. Okay. I understand. It's like, how do I know if I'm winning or losing? Quit. Huh? Play Pupek loves it all. I love you, Betty Buys. I love you, Telly. I love your bum bag, Ellie. I love you, Mr. Cat. I love you, the forest. I love this town. It is lovely. I love your big, long neck, George. Beware the Castle of Doom. One wrong choice and you'll be back to the start again. Love cows. I love the silence and the space. I love what you're doing with your hair, Dinah. Alright. Back to the beginning. Do we need to... Okay. Let's go into the Castle of Doom. One wrong choice and it's back to the beginning. Which tells me it's just trial and error. Ooh. Pick the odd one out. This one doesn't have corners. Pick the odd one out. Four, 5, 6. Pink, green, blue, pink, green, blue. I don't think the coloring is... maybe. This one has an odd number of points? Wrong room. Okay. Let's pick the 6-pointed star. Pick the odd one out. Huh? I don't know. Well done, you made all the right choices except that second one, where it took you 2 attempts, but blimey, you are cool and clever, and just as I thought, a dab hand at solving the tricky puzzles of the Castle of Doom. Once more from the heart, bloody well done. It knows that I took 2 attempts. Okay, I have 1 arcade token now. The caves of Al Dajjal. Normal, please. Boy, I sure hope I'm going the right way. Now you can shoot shit, brave warrior. Press space or X on the gamepad. Oh, let me get the gun, I guess. Shoot while jumping to fall further and further. We all die, haha, we shall not escape. Love and wonders destroyed by time. Oh, okay. I see, I see. God, I'm terrible at 2D side scrollers. hack and slash. What's it called? Oh, that's death. Okay. Judero. Kind of a bitch. Pagan fever dream of a game. Good to see nothing's changed. How? I mean, like, this is basically kind of a full-fledged game in and of itself. How many... Oh, I need some kind of double jump there, I guess. Four Jinn brutes inhabit these here caves. The Vein Callow, the Milksop Heidi, the Furious Cat, and the Gallinaceous Vomiting Bird. Some say that if a brave warrior with a gun the size of a really fucking big gun can find and defeat these demons, then they may be granted entrance to a paradise of sorts and an arcade token. Huh? Ah, fuck. Oh, well, I'm at full health. I'm at full health for that boss fight. Ow. Fuck. Fuck. I cannot... No, that is not... Pie or anus?
Pie or anus? Pie.
Oh,
Pie
no.
or anus? My brother.
Nope. 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 Can't do that one on stream. Can't do that on stream.
4 notes remaining.
Oh, quit? Yes, there's an easy mode.
4 notes remaining.
Armadillo? Oh, that's an awesome name. Evil is spreading through the land and only you can stop it. Oops. Get past each floor, activate 4 nodes.
4 notes remaining. Three notes remaining.
Easy.
2 notes remaining.
All right, and after this we have one more. After this we have one more
1 note remaining.
game to try. And if need be, we can go back to that first one. That first one wasn't too hard. I got halfway there. Over halfway there. I just did not understand the assignment, I guess.
Four notes remaining.
Come on.
3 notes remaining.
How many floors are there here?
Two notes remaining.
Ah, fuck. No idea. That's
1 note remaining.
fair. Alright, I think the last one should be down here.
Find the exit.
Find the exit. Ah.
4 notes remaining.
Let's hope for a video game rule of threes.
Three notes remaining.
It's fine. It's fine. This game is cool and normal.
Two minutes remaining.
I'm having a cool, normal time playing Armadillo.
One minute remaining.
Yeah, no, I did notice that. The OST is really good. I've really been enjoying the OST.
Find the exit.
The exit is... Why are there dudes there? I thought I got the dudes.
4 minutes remaining.
Ah, fuck. All right. Fuck. There we go.
3 minutes remaining. Two minutes remaining.
Run. Run.
One minute remaining.
Hmm. Ah.
Find the exit.
The exit. Yeah. Please let that be the final level.
4 minutes remaining.
What? Why? This is easy. It's on easy difficulty. Why?
Three minutes remaining. Two minutes remaining.
That's fine.
One node remaining.
That's the way back up to the...
Find the exit.
Okay, so this is level 5 now. Please let this be the last one.
Four nodes remaining.
Wobble Clown?
Three nodes remaining. Two nodes remaining. One node remaining.
Alright, boss fight. Please let this boss fight be the end of it.
Find the exit. Four nodes remaining.
You fucking kidding me.
Find the exit.
Okay, you got the arcade token. 2 tokens! Ugh. You're looking up your husband. Are you looking up your husband and daughter again? You missed them since they left for the Turbo Track Ultra race. Okay. I knew something was fishy. That blasted gloatfish has ran off with my renminbi. Generously reward anyone who gets it back for me, huh? Man, I just want to race. Blumpkin. Thank goodness the Meadowhawk is gone. Can you fetch me a Meadowhawk egg from the now vacated Meadowhawk nest? Man, I thought this was a racing game. Glubby. I'm so worried about Glibby. She went to the crawler caves but hasn't come back yet. I do hope she is okay. Sulfuric Bambi. If you blow sharply on a baby's face, he or she will swallow involuntarily? How do I get the token? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where on earth is it? Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, you haven't seen a rune cleaver anyplace. My mom will kill me. Hey, want to learn a potion? Want to learn a potion? Simply bring me 5 crawler husks and some moon water, and I can extend your life, but I cannot protect you from harm. So you want to enter the Turbo Track Ultra race. I hear your husband and daughter joined a few months ago and are acing the competition. Think you've got what it takes to win them back? Sign me up, pig. The race is now open for you. Good luck. Let's look around. Hello again. Thank you so much for defeating the Meadowhawk. Our village is safe. If only someone could bring me 12 monk seeds. Be able to forge them a rune cleaver. Man, I just want the freaking... This doesn't control terribly. Okay, Hotshot, okay. That's you past the first rally. 6 more to go. You ain't in the desert no more, though. You gots to be quicker. You gots to be quick as a whisker to get past the next stage. Are you ready to race? I sure hope I'm doing okay. You made it. 2 down, 5 to go. Word on the circuit is that your hubby and kid are just up ahead. Are you ready to race? Then what are you waiting for? Okay, I guess we're locked in with this racing one. This is fine, honestly. Since we probably can't get away with pie or anus on stream. Thank God we're bumping right into these boosts. Is that good enough? You showed them, they ate your dust, but the real race starts here. 4 more to go. Are you ready to race? Wonder how much money I'm supposed to be collecting. Okay. 3 more to go. Hot dang! You are on fire. I wish my daughters were more like you. They just lie about smoking cheap hash. Ain't nothing cool about a tenor bit of soap bar. Ready to race? Then what are you waiting for? So we're at 3 more to go. No. I was doing so good. They are close. Your daughter and husband, they just beat the 5th track. They told me to tell you to give up. Ready to race? Then what are you waiting for? Damn it. Hopefully that was good enough. Last race, all or nothing. Think you can do it? That siren has been going off all day. I wish you luck. My heart is yours. See, in my head, there's no real way to lose these races, but I know by saying that out loud, I just jinxed it, and it's gonna be like, ooh, so close. And I'm just gonna get mad about it. Like, as it turns out, I've just been, skin of my teeth scraping by these races. But it just feels like there's no way to lose them because I haven't lost any of them yet. No, see? Just in the... You found an arcade token! Okay. 3 arcade tokens. I'm leaving. We just have to go to the militarized zone. We talk to the sisters. Let's bring these coins back, I guess. Let's finish exploring. Horrible man, how could you do that to me? Not much of a looker, neither. 5 long years and I was his anchor, I was his needle, I was his gal all the way. Told Sal that it wasn't working. Sal told me, gone within the week. He'd been meeting with a woman, not that she was more than me. He told me different was all. Then we were back. He couldn't quit on me. He said he's a kind man, kind eyes. The other day, he wouldn't hurt a fly. He's a good man. All right. That has to be the worst film I've ever seen. All right.
Tell the story of your life.
No. Here we go. No, oh, don't want to go back there. That's... Here we go. And I have 3 arcade tokens to bring Boss Spider. Spider Boss. Few arcade tokens. You got them. Gimme now. Hold your horses, Spider Boss. If that is your real name, you aren't getting these 3 arcade tokens, so you tell me what you know. Okay. Have you a pen and paper? I can remember. You will start at the desert oasis. Okay. You will start at the desert oasis. Lowest tree and walk straight down. Second cactus. Walk left. Third palm tree. Walk north until you reach 2 cacti. Is that it? No. From the 2 cacti, walk east. Second pair of palm trees. Second pair of palms. Walk north until you reach the lone cactus. From there, head right to find another cactus, then head south. Stop at the second palm. Phew, it's a lot of directions. Not finished. From the second palm, walk right. And press the interact button on the post. Then what? Then Spider Boss hopes you find peace with the world. Our mothers were all darlings. Darlings they still are. When we close our eyes for the night, all we see is light. Thank you for your help. Okay, so where the fuck is the desert oasis? Where are we starting this? Is it to the right of where we started? Like how when we started the game. No, from the start of the game we headed right to. We headed right in Duck, the mech. But to the left was just desert. Desert oasis. Desert oasis. Okay. It's been a while since we've saved it. Ah. Okay, so from the desert oasis, lowest palm tree. Head south past the to the second cactus. Cactus 1. Cactus 2. And then head this way to the third palm tree. And then north to get to a pair of cacti. And then this way to the second pair of palm trees. 1. Second pair of palm trees. And then up here to the lone cactus. And then this way to another cactus. Down second palm tree. And then interact on the post. There are bones here. Bones without features. Primitive, lonely things. As consoling as a consolation prize, were these her bones? Dujanah felt like she had reached the bottom of all things. Dujanah recognized these feelings. The word for sunset is sunset. There was nothing more to it. Had they been naked? Did he have fillings? There was always something more to it. Hopelessness makes the world abstruse. She would spend the rest of her life turning to speak to them. It is difficult, more difficult than words can lend meaning, this goodbye, whereby there is no laying down to give light to these holy transference, whereby no body is bathed, whereby we are left with empty shrouds, yet we are here to mark the loss and to pray for their forgiveness. Forgive them for their wrongdoings, for they knew not what they did. And praise thee for their good actions, for which the world was favored. Dujanah, would you like to say a prayer? Let me confess that we must part, although our undivided loves are one by parting those disgraces that we've brought onto ourselves. This font is really hard for me to read. I'm sorry. Without your help must be borne by me alone. In our two loves there was but one mind, even though circumstances which force us apart cannot alter love's sole effect. Yet it steals sweet hours of loving pleasure. And for those lost hours I curse the sky. I lack the steadiness to say the right thing, but claim the fervor of a woman anguished. Curse you, sky and sand and skin. I open my eyes, and I remember the dream that was. I wake to blindness, damn my eyes and damn you. You're a flock of deceivers all. This mess of a world is a setup. I accept it, although it feels unfair. I'll miss them. This is not sleep. This is not sleep. A teen cousin seems to be bored. She kicks at the sand. Little sniffles. Has he forgotten? Powerful shit. By Jack King Spooner. Yeah, fuck. Wow. For my son. Additional musical credit to Jamie Herkus and Face Handle. Beth Sabrezny. Made possible by the generosity of the following Kickstarter backers, without whom projects like this would never come to fruition. Okay, so that's Dujanah.
Hey, thanks for playing.
Hey, Jack.
So, it's Friday the 1st of September 2017, and I've just wrapped up final bits of the game, and I thought I'd make a little video for the credit sequence. This is public domain poem by Max Ehrman, Desiderata.
Daraha.
Placidly, amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As
That
far
can't
as
be.
possible,
It's
without surrender,
Dujanah.
be on good terms.
It's not the right letters.
Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble.
It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of aridity and disenchantment, it is perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be. And whatever labours and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy.
Wow. Okay, I'm looking at the time. We still have some time. I think I've got another short game we could do, maybe as a palate cleanser. That was a powerful game, and I'm really glad I played it. Oh, man. Alright, man, alright. I'm gonna end the VOD here, so we can throw up some socials. I want to thank everybody for hanging out here live on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you as well. If you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch. It's free, it's easy. At 150 followers, we're planning Akiba's trip as a goal, and then at 200 followers, we have another Bubsy game. A physical Bubsy game I bought. It's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. All right. All of my socials and stuff are linked right there, live on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, they should be linked below. It includes the Patreon, Instagram, my movie podcast, Kill All Film Majors, my movie channel, Silver Screeners. Of course, there's the VODs channel if you're watching this on Twitch. There's the Discord server where we vote on games that I play, except for Monday games. Monday games like Dujanah today are just ones from my list that I picked out myself. All right, yeah, I'm gonna end the VOD. So for people watching this on YouTube, be good, be kind, treat people the way that you would want to be treated, and I'll catch you in the next one.